Good evening, everybody. Today I am going to discuss the chapter electrochemistry, a particular topic that is electrolytic cell. So आज का टॉपिक अपना रहेगा इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सेल. इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक cell, that means the cell in which the cell a cell in which electrical energy converted into chemical energy. So electrolytic cell is nothing but the same construction as galvanic cell or voltaic cell, but a little difference is the construction of drawing of electrolytic cell is like this. The anode, and here it is cathode. Anode is negative, anode is positive for the electrolytic cell. Anode is positive for the electrolytic cell. Here it is the positive end and here it is the negative end. But whereas for the galvanic cell there is the anode is negative. Anode is negative, but for the electrolytic cell anode is positive. So in electrolytic cell we are going to discuss about how the electrical energy converts into the chemical reactions or chemical energy. So we will discuss about the what is electrolyte. The compound which breaks into ions and that ions carry the charge to anode and cathode. This is the container. It is the non-conductive container. Non-conductive container. In the container there is the solution. Which is ionic form. Electrolytic. The electrolytes can be molten form and aqueous form. In the aqueous form there is concentrated as well as or diluted. For the case of this electrolytic cell, there is cation, that means positive ion, and anion, that is negative ion, due to the electricity that positive ions, that means ions here at the anode, which is positive, cathode which is negative, anode which is positive and cathode which is negative. So at anode the positive ions at anode negative ions will move, and accepting the losing the electron, oxidation takes place. Whereas at cathode there is positive ion moves towards cathode, and by accepting electron reduction take place, reduced it. So whenever there is the movement due to the potential difference, here is the potential difference. So in the electrolyte, positive ion will move towards cathode, negative ion will move towards anode, and there is at anode there is the oxidation and at cathode there is the reduction. So if we see here, at anode negative ion, any negative ion says Cl minus, take an example, will lose the electron and form this one, Cl plus Cl will give Cl2, that means Cl2 is formed at anode. Whereas for the cathode there will move the cation, and accepting electron from the, it is reduced and we will get the products here. Now I will discuss about the products at anode and cathode. The factors on which product at cathode and anode depends. Factors on which products at cathode and anode. First thing is nature of electrolyte. And electrolyte can be molten. Electrolyte can be molten or aqueous. Second point, there is the nature of electrolyte. That is nature of electrolyte. That means suppose Na plus MgCl2 plus, nature of electrolyte. That means it may be molten or may be aqueous. Third point, it depends. The products at a cathode or anode depends on nature of electrode. Electrode can be inert. An electrode can be inert or active. Inert electrode like platinum, graphite. Active like copper, zinc, iron, silver, they are active electrodes. Now we will discuss about how the electrolysis take place for different cases. Like electrolysis of first case number, we will discuss about electrolysis of molten electrolytes. Electrolysis of molten electrolyte with inert electrode. So take an example. First one is, suppose electrolysis of molten sodium chloride with platinum, that is inert electrode. In the solution there is Na plus ion and Cl minus ion available. In the solution there is Na plus, we have taken the sodium chloride as molten form, that means Na plus and Cl minus. So at the anode, at the cathode, we will get anode is our positive, so Cl minus will move towards anode and lose electron, will produce Cl for it. Cl plus Cl will give Cl2, that is evolved. So at at anode there will be Cl2 will evolve. That means if we balance it, Cl2, that means 2, 2 and 2. At cathode there will comes the cation will accept the electron and form the Na atomic form. If we balance it, there is the electron, 2 electrons is here, 2 electron is here. So if we balance the electron, we will get like this. So overall, in overall reaction, two Cl minus lose 2 electron and form 2 Cl, that is Cl2 evolution. At cathode there is 2 Na plus accept the 2 electron and will produce this one. So overall reactions is Cl minus plus 2 Na plus will gives Cl2 plus 2 Na. Therefore at anode 1 mole of Cl2 is produced. At cathode 2 moles of Na is formed. So the electrolysis of molten sodium chloride, there will gives the Cl2 at anode and Na sodium atom as cathode. So next discuss the molten aluminium electrolysis of molten aluminium chloride with platinum or inert electrode. So ions available in the solution. So ions available in the solution is Al plus 3 and Cl minus ion. Again at anode, here it is at cathode, at anode will comes Cl minus, at cathode there will be Al plus 3. At anode Cl minus will lose electron, form Cl atomic form. This Cl plus Cl will give Cl2. That means 2 electron, 2, 2, balancing. Aluminium Al plus 3 at cathode accept 3 electron and produce Al in solid form. We know that for any of the reaction Redox reaction, there is no extra electron after the reaction. We need to balance the electrons. So overall reaction, here is 2 electron, here is 3 electron. So we will get this on balance. To balance the electron, multiply it, we will get 2Al plus 3, 6 electron, that is 2Al. At the anode there is, if we want to balance the electron, multiply it by 3 and we will get 6Cl minus plus 6Cl or 3Cl2 plus 6 electron. So overall reaction is, is 6Cl minus at anode loses 6 electron, 6Cl or 3Cl2. At cathode there is 2Al plus 3, accept 6 electron and produce 2Al in solid form, and that is 6Cl minus and 2Al plus 3 gives 6Cl or 3Cl2 or 2Al solid. Therefore at anode, at the end of the reaction, anode will get anode, at anode there is 3 moles of Cl2. At cathode 2 moles of aluminium is produced. So here it is the, when electrolysis of molten aluminum chloride take place with inert electrode, there is the 3 moles of Cl2 is produced at anode and 2 moles of aluminium is produced at cathode. Next we will discuss the case number 2, that is when the electrolytes are aqueous electrolytes. So case 2 is going to discuss about case 2. Concentrated aqueous electrolyte, with inert electrode, concentrated aqueous electrolyte with inert electrode. The first case is, that is electrolysis of sodium chloride, concentrated sodium chloride with inert electrode, So ions available, in the solution in the solution is Na plus H plus OH minus Cl minus. So here the case, for the case of aqueous solution, there are two types of cation and two types of anion. So at anode anions will come at anode, anions Cl minus and OH minus moves towards anode. At cathode Na plus positive ions will move. That's it. Now the question is, out of the OH minus and Cl minus, which will oxidized at anode, and out of Na plus or H plus, which will reduce at cathode. So there we need to take the support from standard reduction potential series. From there, standard reduction potential series, we get that lithium, sodium, then after zinc, iron, hydrogen, copper, silver, OH minus, Cl minus, NO3 minus, sulfate and F minus. This is the standard reduction potential series. So from top to bottom, if we move from top to bottom, reducing property increases, reducing tendency increases. From bottom to top, oxidizing properties increases. Sorry, there is the Cl minus and OH minus. Actually it is in our syllabus, standard reduction potential series, where it starts with the lithium and finish top to bottom the reducing property, reducing tendency decreases. From here to here, oxidizing property increases. From top to bottom, oxidizing, reducing tendency increases, whereas bottom to top, oxidizing tendency increases. Top to bottom to top, oxidizing tendency. Bottom to top, oxidizing tendency increases. That is, from these two, out of these two, OH minus and Cl minus, which one is the more oxidizing tendency has the. So out of this, from this standard reduction potential series, Cl minus has the more tendency to oxidize. So out of the OH minus and Cl minus, Cl will oxidize by losing electron at anode. So Cl plus Cl will give Cl2. So 2 2 2. At cathode there is Na plus or H plus. Top to bottom there is the increasing the reducing tendency, increasing the reducing property tendency. That means क्या होगा, Na plus and H plus will move towards cathode and accepting electron from H plus H can be H2, that is balancing this one. So the overall reaction at anode Cl2 will produce, at cathode H2 will produce. So this is the products at anode, product at anode, product at cathode, anode, product at cathode. The overall reaction will be overall reaction is 2Cl minus 2 electron, that means Cl2. This one is 2H plus 2 electron will gives H2. That's it. And there is in the solution there is Na plus and OH minus, so it will gives NaOH. So overall reaction will be 2Cl minus 2H plus gives Cl2, H2 and NaOH. So as product at anode there is Cl2, at cathode there is H2 hydrogen, and in the solution there is the NaOH. But note, as H plus is decreasing, so pH of solution will increase. Concentration of Na plus remains constant. Concentration of Cl minus will decreases. Here the overall electrolysis of concentrated aqueous sodium chloride, concentrated aqueous sodium chloride with inert electrode, so I will discuss again the diluted aqueous electrolyte with inert electrode. Case number 3, इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस ऑफ सोडियम क्लोराइड जो कि ना डाइल्यूटेड, which is diluted electrolysis of diluted sodium chloride with inert electrode, so sodium chloride is diluted, ions available in solution, Na plus, H plus, Cl minus, OH minus at anode moves Cl minus and OH minus, again Cl minus and OH minus moves towards anode. At cathode H plus and Na plus will move. But for the case of diluted aqueous solution, the concentration of H plus and concentration of OH minus is too high. So here the standard reduction potential series is not applicable. For the case of diluted electrolytes, standard reduction potential series is not applicable. For diluted electrolyte standard reduction potential series is not applicable, diluted. So concentration of OH minus is too high, so OH minus will move towards anode and oxidize. At cathode H plus will move towards cathode and reduce. So at anode OH minus will lose electron and form OH. OH plus OH gives H2O, oxygen. This oxygen that is O2, and this one is 2 and 2. That means we will get here the 4 and 4. Here hydrogen will accept, H plus will accept electron and reduce this one. H plus H gives H2. Now need to balance the electron. How we can balance it? That means here is overall 4 electron. So take balance this one. Here is 2, 2, 2. To balance the electron, multiply as a whole, that is by 2. So we will get that 4H plus 4 electron will give 4H or 2H2, which is evolved. Overall reaction is 4 OH माइनस 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया है, 4 OH. That means 4 OH gives 2H2O plus O2 or O, this on O2. So we can write like this: 4 OH minus gives 4 electron plus 2H2O plus O2. So overall reaction we get at anode there is the 1 mole of O2 and at cathode there is 2 moles of H2. So when electrolysis of diluted sodium chloride is done, at anode there is oxygen, at cathode there is hydrogen molecule will produce, and in the solution what will there is the Na plus and OH minus, there will remain the H plus OH minus. Next, in the same topic, when the electrolysis of case 4, electrolysis of concentrated sodium chloride with mercury as cathode. That means mercury is the active electrode. Mercury is the active electrode. So for the case of active electrode, it participates in reaction before the oxidation of or reduction of cation or anion. So in solution there is solution Na plus and Cl minus, H plus OH minus is there. At anode Cl minus and OH minus will moves. At cathode Na plus and H plus will moves. But cathode is our mercury, which is active electrode, So here, since it is the concentrated electrolyte, concentrated sodium chloride, so Cl minus will lose electron and Cl plus Cl will give Cl2, that will leave. At anode there is the Cl minus, Cl2 will produce, whereas at cathode there is sodium Na plus. Sodium is highly soluble, Na plus is highly soluble in mercury. Na plus is highly soluble in mercury, so Na plus will reduced, highly soluble in mercury, and form sodium mercury amalgam. So in this particular case, sodium Na plus will accept electron from Na, and that Na with mercury form the sodium mercury amalgam. Here the possibility is H plus. As per the rules, H plus can reduced, but since the mercury is our active electrode, so it will form the amalgam with Na plus. So ultimately product will get like this. If we balance the electron 2 2 2, that means 2 this. So this is when electrolysis of concentrated sodium chloride with mercury as electrode will get like the product. At anode Cl2 will produce. At cathode sodium amalgam will precipitated. Actually Na plus sodium form the amalgam with mercury and high solvation energy. Due to that, instead of H plus, Na plus will reduced and form the sodium amalgam. That's it. And the next, in this particular electrolysis of any electrolyte, but the electrodes are active. Electrolysis of any electrolyte, that means electrolyte can be aqueous, that means concentrated, or diluted electrolytes. Electrolysis of any electrolytes, that means electrolyte can be aqueous, concentrated or diluted, or molten with active electrode, active electrode, that is, say here suppose silver is the anode as well as the silver is the cathode. So in the solution electrolysis of sodium chloride may be aqueous, concentrated or diluted or molten with silver as electrode. In solution ions are, so Na plus, H plus, Cl minus, OH minus. At anode there is Cl minus, OH minus. At cathode there is H plus and Na plus. But here the mercury is the active electrode. So silver, here silver is the active electrode. We have taken silver as electrode. So Ag is active electrode. So instead of that, it does not follow any of the rules. First, oxidation of active electrode will take place. That means Ag will lose electron and Ag plus will form. That Ag plus will accept electron and form Ag, add cathode. That means for the case of active electrode, anode or cathode, reaction will take place for the electrodes. Electrode for the same material. Electrode, that means oxidation of electrode or reduction of electrode, both are taking place here. That means we can say the overall reaction. This is the method, matlab electrolysis of any electrolysis of electrolytes in with the active electrode is used for the electroplating and electroplating. In that case impure electrode is used. Suppose impure electrode is used here, positive and negative. This one is anode, this one is cathode. At anode, impure material, maybe silver but impure form, and it is pure material. So from this rod, that means anode, silver atom will lose electron and oxidize. That Ag plus will move towards cathode. Ag plus will move towards cathode and form the Ag and will stick over here. So this is one of the method of electroplating or to purify the metals. So they are all. Thank you all of you. Here the topic is over. Electrolytic cell. I have discussed in details elaboratively. Thank you.